right. So, Battle Forces.
Yes.
It dropped. Surprisingly,
The same day?
The day we released the video.
The day we released the video, like we said was going to happen.
Yep.
Battle Forces dropped.
All the rules, everything.
Yeah.
We were semi-right.
We were kind of close. Tyler has been making lists.
Yeah.
The day it dropped,
I
got in, oh my God, they dropped. And then here's a list. And I mean, I didn't even know. I don't know how he got them out that fast, but that's, so here we are. We've got some lists. We'll talk about lists and stuff.
A major correction, because we talked about it in the last episode.
Okay.
The 501st Legion command card, that's the 1 pip that counts as a 2 pip. I guess my brain just changed the wording on the card. It does say within, not at, and that's a huge ramification, because that means all of the minis have to be wholly within that range 1.
Yeah. And so that card is now not quite as good as what we thought it was.
It's not as good. It's still okay, but it's just not as...
And okay, so speaking of that, all the Battle Forces dropped.
They're all free PDFs,
Yeah.
so they cost nothing. It's all on AMG's website.
And the boxes haven't dropped yet. The actual
No, those aren't coming out till October or
something like that. But they are great value. So I thought it was a great idea. I think the Battle Forces are a fantastic idea. I think they were we're Star Wars geeks, so
they're ranging in. These are the first set of them.
Yeah,
they've got more coming, so they'll be able
yeah.
to get it closer.
Yeah,
and closer.
I'm still probably gonna buy stuff.
But that way, then when the Siege of Mandalore happens, it will be perfect, and I will be able to run Mandos, Ahsoka, Rex, and clones, and it'll be legal and more than 4 activations.
You know, we can do that
if I say it enough, maybe it'll happen.
Right, you put it out in the world.
That's right.
And it's gonna
just
happen.
like the thing Rich said when we were talking about Obi-Wan, that I'm not going to repeat because that's going to happen. It's going to piss me off.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
well, go ahead. Well, all right. So a few of the lists, I think left lacking a little bit.
Right.
So
like the 501st. So we'll start with that.
In my opinion, the 501st was a little bit lacking. It kind of felt like they went, okay, here's a bunch of stuff that nobody really uses,
and here, just you have to use it, and so then for it's good.
And so there it is. So anybody that plays a little bit knows that some believe even more so. They need even more so, but. The Galactic Republic got nerfed pretty hard a couple of times.
Yes.
Some of it absolutely was needed, but I think the
standby sharing should never have been a thing. That was a bit rough.
That was tough. Although somebody else has that.
Kind of. Yeah, we'll get to that.
But then to nerf and the point increase, I think was a little too much.
Taking away the turn 0 tokens. And now we don't get infinite sharing, and we got hit with more point increase.
It was I think we got kind of kicked in the teeth. So,
but it's okay
because of that. And ARC Troopers and stuff. I always kind of wanted to make ARC Troopers work.
I've tried making ARC Troopers work,
and so we've made some lists. I've used one list already. I took it up against a force. I did okay.
You didn't use the cool command cards, but it was.
Yeah, I did.
Turns out it was a legal list.
Yeah, it was an absolutely legal list, just kind of by a guess.
Right.
And I did okay. Yeah.
So the things that were different is now we know you can take 2 support of Barks or ATRTs.
For sure, we know.
You have to take minimum 1 to 4 arcs.
Yeah.
And again, you have to take a full arc before you can take a strike team.
And you only have to take 1 core, but that core must be a phase 2. Must be phase 2 cores.
And you can have up to 2 commanders. Again, it's Rex, Anakin, or the clone commander.
And that's it. No,
that's it.
No operators.
And then heavy, you can take 1 lat.
You can take a lat. So a few minutes ago, because of the lat,
right?
A few minutes ago,
let's see if we can make a list with the lat works.
Let's see if we can make a list with the lat.
The list changed to not having a lat in it. So.
Now it doesn't have a lat. Okay, so we're going to at some point, and maybe even film it.
Right.
Argue back and forth.
You will see the madness in my brain happen on screen.
Yeah.
We can do this. Oh, and if we do this, we have to take into consideration this.
Yeah.
So
and see if we can try and get a lat in. We have come to the conclusion though, if you're going to do 501st and you're going to use a lat, that you got to probably take. You got to take
Anakin, and Anakin goes in the lat to get delivered.
And even that's on turn 3 because you got to play 3 cards.
Because you got to play all 3 of Anakin's cards so he gets tuned up and can go
at least 2.
Right. But then on turn 3 he jumps out because now you played his third card.
Yeah. But the lat's got to survive until then. You're not going to have any other armor. Well, it's not. It's not going to be easy. So,
So
but I'm going to try.
What started as we're going to put in a lat and 2 barks, and we're going to go from there.
Yeah.
Turned into, I mean, we still have the 2 barks.
We still have the 2 barks, right?
So I mean, we kind of kept that part of it.
Yeah. So the 501st has still got some of the same difficulties, not problems, difficulties now that GAR's running into. Expensive
units, low activation counts because your cheapest activation is the bark,
which is
at 55, and you're limited to only 2 of them.
Yeah.
Or Clone Commander?
No,
the Clone Commander? Is he 60?
Yeah,
okay.
He's 60. Okay. Clone Commander's 60.
That's right, he got a point increase.
Yeah. I have a theory about that.
Yeah, so do I. They should have just... that's where they should have put the entire point increase. 5s didn't need to go up. You just put the point increase into the commander because he's on the breaks.
Even that, when they increased Rex's cost, which is fine, they had to increase the Clone Commander's cost. Otherwise, you would be able to get 2 Clone Commanders cheaper than you could get 1 Rex.
1 Rex, yep. Well, they also needed to up the direct. Direct with fire support's kind of big, and then direct with 5s and fire support is kind of big because now you're getting 2 free orders.
Yeah.
So if they would just have raised the Clone Commander and not raise 5s, then people who use Anakin and Rex and don't have direct don't have to pay any tax because they're not getting free orders every turn from a Clone Commander.
Right.
So 5 shouldn't have been more expensive for his 2 wound, 3 dice pool.
Yeah, but they didn't.
But no, what do I know?
So what we did is we threw 2 Clone Commanders in this, and we kind of went with the fire support idea.
Right.
Kind of with that in mind, and mess with that a bit.
So in essence, we've got 2 barks with the missile launchers.
Right.
Then we had to take 1 phase 2 required. So I was like, well, throw 5s in there because then the direct to him can go because it's direct to core. Then we took a arc team with Echo because Echo is still good. He's probably a little point heavy still, but he at least still has critical 1, and he's rolling 2 red dice. So that's more or less surge to crit because you're probably going to roll 1 surge on 2 red dice. We added in a second arc team, or a full second arc squad, and an arc strike team, and a second phase 2, but nobody in the second phase 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we gave the cool little trick of give a comms tech to the phase 2 for 5s, give him the long range comm link, so then 5s doesn't have to stay close to the commander. The commander directs to him because he has the long range comm link. He doesn't care about the range 1, it's any range.
Right.
And then he can, if you run him next to one of the arc teams, he can just coordinate to Echo or to the other arc team or where.
So you're always getting that.
So you've already got 2 orders anywhere on the field as long as those 2 units are close to each other. And then now they can fire support each other, or the phase 2s can fire support the arcs, which the arcs should have at least 1 aim, and good things happen.
Yep. So, and that's kind of the direction we went with that list.
Yeah, it was. The lat was sitting in there, and I was like, we have 5 points left over, and there's nothing on the lat. The lat naked is useless. So I guess this isn't the lat list anymore.
Yeah. So, but we will come up with a lat list that may or may not work.
Oh yeah, I'll start tonight.
Yep.
So starting now.
11 o'clock tonight. I'll get.
Yeah.
Okay, try this.
Okay, we can do this. Okay.
We've done a couple of.
I've got 4 different 501st. I pretty much have a combination of every commander you can have. Made 501st. I've got
Rex.
Anakin Rex, Anakin Clone Commander, Rex Clone Commander, and Double Clone Commander.
Yeah.
And I want to try them all. I mean, it's thematic. I'll give it that. It's okay. You're gonna have tons of clones,
and that is what's really cool about it is the thematic portion.
Not gonna win me a World's Invite. Not gonna win me a local tournament, unless I have hot dice and my red saves just don't stop.
Now, Echo Base, however, currently.
Oh, are we gonna go there next?
Yeah, let's
okay.
Might as well.
All right. So Echo Base.
Echo Base may win you a World's
yes.
Invite.
Currently, yes. It has probably the single best new command card that got released with all these battle forces.
That we can,
Yeah. So, all right. So Rebels. Rebels can take up to 4 commanders and operatives with a minimum of 1 commander. So you get 4 between the 2. Now they can only take 2 operatives. They only have Chewbacca and R2. But they have Leia, Han, Luke, Commander Luke, no Operative Luke, because again, and before he goes to Dagobah, and then the generic. So you could take all 4 of those commanders if you wanted to.
You can hero hammer that up.
You could hero hammer that and have your 3 minimum core.
Yep.
You only get the veterans, and then the Mark II blaster, which you have to take a veteran squad to take the Mark II. It's how those rules work. You can take up to, and you get 3 to 6. So that's the standard normal for that. You can take 0 to 2 heavies of the T-47 airspeeder. You can only take, the only unique card you can take, besides C-3PO, because he has an upgrade card, and it lists he can take it, is Wedge. So you can't take any of the other, like Shriv. You can't take Shriv. You can't take any of the other unique upgrade cards. The same with Republic. They can't take the LAT pilots. They can only take the generic LAT pilot. You can take then, you have to take 1 support, but you get up to 4, and you can take FD turrets or Tauntauns. And so that's kind of cool. So the list that is broken, that's on paper looks insanely broken.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be.
It could be.
Haven't played it.
No.
Don't know. But just on paper, I feel like I've gone back to Clones 1.0. So you can have 7 emplacement troopers. You get the 4 FD cannons, and you get the 3 Mark II blasters. Now, the veterans have coordinate emplacement trooper, so they can give orders to either the Mark II or the FD whenever they're given an order, as long as they're within range of 1. Kind of like what 5s can do with clone troopers. Okay, that doesn't seem bad until you get to their command cards. So they have their 1 pip is probably the worst of all of them. It's delaying tactics. It is, at the end of the command phase, your opponent must choose one of their non-commander units with a face-up order token and put it back into the order pool if able to. So if they only have a face-up order token on their commander, it does nothing. Right. This does give an order to any unit you want, so it's more versatile in that aspect than Sabotage Communications, which is what was in the Specialist Pack for the Rebels. But it's, instead of only being able to issue 1 order from their command card, this just, you put 1 of the orders back. That's not a commander. So it has its purpose, I'm sure, but you'd probably just take Sabotage Communication. Then we have Courage of the Rebellion. Not a bad one again. It's 2 units, any units you want. Each friendly trooper unit that is issued an order using this card may recover. So that's huge for, say, Commander Luke, who is still not trained in the Jedi arts, so does not have Master of the Force.
But you give them that free recovery.
You get that free recovery, you get your Force push or your Force reflexes back or whatever. And you can then also give it to a unit that needs to get rid of all of its suppression, because it's when they're issued the order, so you don't have to worry about all that prior suppression get on you. So it's a good unit. It's a good 2-pip. It's only 2 units. It's not rank restricted. And then we have Hold at Any Cost. It's a 3-pip. It is 3 core units, so you have to give it to your 3 core units, which are going to coordinate to 3 more emplacement. So now that's a 6.
That's 6 orders out.
Okay, so I mean that's not horrible.
Yeah, no,
I mean
that's not bad.
droids do that all the time.
Yes, they do.
Oh, but each friendly core unit gains 1 aim token, and there is no requirement for having a face-up order token.
Right.
So if you coordinated to the FD guns, your Mark IIs would still get
aim tokens.
Aim tokens, as would the veteran defenders that you just gave orders to. Okay, so that's pretty good. But wait, there's a second sentence on this that states each friendly emplacement trooper unit gains 1 standby token. Again, no face-up order token required, so that's 7 standby tokens.
7 possible standby
you
tokens.
Just sent out there. And all of these emplacement guns have sentry built into them, so it's a range 3 standby. And you never have to shoot the unit that caused the standby to trigger. So if somebody moves into range 3 and you have a range 5 FD gun, you can shoot somebody at range 5 away.
Right.
Now, some people have commented about how, well, you could just shoot off the standbys. Because again, it's only range 3. You've got range 4 guns. That's fine. The FD cannon's range 5. Yeah, you just plinked off because you threw your heavy weapon in at them and did a wound. Maybe 2. I'm range 5, and I'm rolling at least 5 dice, and depending on the upgrade you give it, it's 6 or 7.
Now the problem with emplacement gun or the FDs.
The FDs is they are stationary.
They're stationary, and so terrain can mess with those a little bit.
Yes.
And if you go Hero Hammer, and the problem, I think some of the generic cards that the Rebels have aren't like amazing, but one of the biggest problems with those cards is they can be a little hero heavy, and trying to take those cards instead of all your heroes and commanders cards.
Right, now you're not getting as much.
You're not getting as much bang for your buck. Now, if you're taking Commander Luke, well, you can still take
all six of Luke's cards.
So it's going to be difficult, I think, getting the cards in.
I don't.
You don't?
Because you're not going to take Usurp Your Master well. Because he's not going to probably have Jedi Mind Trick. Because he only has the 2 Force slots.
Right. So, I mean, there are certain things that you're going to...
There are certain things that are going to be
some trade-offs. Yeah.
Yes. But, like, the list that I just threw together has Commander Luke.
Just now.
Well, I mean, maybe an hour ago. So we have Commander Luke.
One of the lists. You just throw
my Echo base list. We have Commander Luke. He's got Battle Meditation, Force Push, and Prepared Supplies. Normally I wouldn't take Battle Meditation. But because the command cards are what they are, I can take then Sabotage Communications and still give an order to Luke. Because Sabotage Communication is one operative or special forces. Battle Meditation allows me to pick any one unit I want then. Or I can change that for any one order he gives out. So I can still use the cool Sabotage Communication and give an order myself. So that's why that's on there. Force Push and Prepared Supplies because Cache Dodge for 5 points seems like great because then that gives him Deflect whenever he needs it. You have the 3 Rebel Veterans with their heavy weapon. You have 3 Mark IIs, just the Mark IIs, and then 4 FD cannons, all 4 of them with the overcharged barrage. The one that does the 2 white. Barrage. It's the barrage generator. Adds 2 white and gives suppressive. The reason why I use that one is because it's already Impact 2, and it's rolling 5 black on Surge hit, so I want to have more dice options. Give me that 7 dice instead of 6 dice. So that comes in at 788. So I have a 12-point bid. So
that's
I can
11. How many?
11 activations.
11 activations.
11 activations. A 12-point bid. So I can either choose to be red player and pick the board edge that's going to help my emplacement guns, or pick my deck because the board looks fine, and now my emplacement troopers. Hey, we're going to play Intercept the Transmission, which means you've got to come to the middle, which means you're in range of my FD guns.
So it's a good gun line. You got Luke who can go
And
forward, or he can line back if
Yep.
you need him protected.
And with that Force Push, if I do my standby turn and you just say, I'm just going to stay out of range 3 of you, I can move Luke and be like, nope, that one unit's going to go ahead and move in, and all of my standbys can trigger off of that if they're all in range, and I don't even have to shoot that one unit.
Yeah.
So I didn't like the standby sharing when the clones had it. I think I used it once. I am going to hate this. But
facing that especially on that turn is going to be ouch.
You're just going to need to try and hide.
Yeah.
But if they do it on like a turn 6, on the scoring turn of Intercept the Transmissions, or on key positions, and I have to get to those spots, or I don't win,
it's going to sting.
It's going to sting. Better hope my red saves work. Yeah. So that's. I mean, again, I love it's very thematic. I love the theme of
and
it.
that is,
it's got all of the components that were in on Hoth. You got R2 and C-3PO, Chewie, Han, Leia, Luke. You got the T-47s. You got Wedge. You have Tauntauns because they were the saviors of the Battle of Hoth. If everybody remembers the movie, they just wiped out the AT-ATs.
Right.
You've got the Mark II gun. You've got the veterans, which are they're the Hoth troopers. Mm-hmm. It's just it's very thematic.
Very thematic.
Yeah. The other not so thematic, but comes to close second is the Blizzard Force, the Empire one.
Yep.
That one allows you to have the new Stormtrooper unit, which is 3 units or 3 models to start with of Stormtroopers, but you are required to take 2 of the heavies. You can have 0 to 2 of these units, so you're looking at probably in the 70s to 80s range for point cost for 5 models, but they're going to be throwing a ton of dice because whatever heavy weapons you pick, you're going to be throwing multiple dice. They can take snowtroopers. They take speeder belts.
I think they must.
Yes, I believe it's minimum 1. They can have 1 to 6.
Yeah, you must
or
take snowtroopers.
One of them has to be a snowtrooper.
It's must. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it was,
but yeah,
there's a must.
You can take 3 to 6 core. One of them has to be a snowtrooper, and then the other 2 could be the stormtroopers, the special stormtroopers, not the normal ones. The unit card is on its own PDF as well. So again, it's print and play. You cannot take
cool.
Yep.
Like, new unit. Yeah.
Cannot take the same upgrade twice, so you can't take 2 DLTs if that's what you were thinking, or 2 T21Bs. Jeff, not allowed. I don't need you rolling 8 extra white dice, so crit 80 then, I'm sure. You can take General Weiss, but you lose the field commander ability on him. Field commanders are not allowed. You can take Veers, Commander Vader, or the Imperial Officer, and then you can also take Operative Vader. I think that's a little odd because Operative Vader to me seems to be the one hunting Jedi, like in Rebels and in Kenobi, not leading the Hoth.
Yeah, it's Vader.
But you're right, it's still Vader. And then you can take bikes, which that's odd. But you can also take E-Webs, and you get 0 to 4. I believe you're not required to take any of them. And then you can take up to 2 ATSD.
Is it a must ATSD?
No. You can just 0 to 2 ATSD. So that's the heavy is the same as before, but you cannot take Governor Price in the ATSD. Just General Weiss or the Hammer Pilots or those. Their command cards, they're decent. They're good. Again, very thematic. I'll get those pulled up here in a second. We have. You have Unrelenting Fire. So it's a 1 pip that gives out 2 orders. So that's kind of cool. Enemy units cannot remove more than 1 suppression token during the rally step. So those Indomitable Wookiees that you shot the crap out of last turn are only going to roll off 1.
Yeah.
At most. So that could be a good one to use, especially after another command card we're going to come up to. Or say you have Vader and you use Master of Evil and you've just suppression bombed everybody.
Well, one of the clone command cards gives, once you do it, it's permanent in everybody within range 2? Range 3 of either Anakin or...
Right, I would have to look at that. I can't remember.
I don't remember which one it is. But gets indomitable if they're within that range. Well, with this, it kind of nerfs that a little bit.
Right.
It's not as powerful.
All right, so then we have the 2-pip, Overwhelming Barrage. Again, Blizzard Force only. 2 units, so there's no requirement there. Once this round, at the end of the activation of a friendly commander unit, it may perform an attack using the following profile. Range 4 up, 4 black, surge hit, blast, beam 1, immune to deflect, and suppressive. So it's 4 black dice that are beam 1s. That means you can hit 2 units that have blast and suppressive. It's maximum firepower minor, 2.0. Yeah. So if you take Veers and this, you could maximum firepower 1 turn, beam them the next turn. You got options. So it's not bad. I mean, it's push with extra bonus for your commander. Nothing wrong with that. And then we have the Debark for Ground Assault. This one could be a little much. This is a really good one. It's 3 units. Each friendly trooper unit that is issued an order using this card. So again, just going to be the 3 core you pick. You're not required to give the order to the core, but they get this special ability. They will gain Spur. So Spur, for those who don't know, is you can gain a suppression and increase your movement by 1 for the turn, or for that movement. Well, if you have Vader, you don't care about your suppression because 1, he has Compel. So if you're already suppressed, he can compel you to move. And 2, if you're snowtroopers and you get compelled to move as your action, you can still then move again, taking another suppression to do another speed 2 move, and then shoot your flamethrower.
Yeah, it's great on 3 snowtroopers all decked out with flametroopers, and that card is
Or even the stormtrooper response with the 2 heavies. Yeah. Oh, I'll just go ahead and move over here now and shoot you where you didn't think I could shoot you. Yeah. And I'm going to move speed 3 to get to you, and I'm unhindered because those stormtroopers are unhindered. Yeah, and the weapons of each friendly core trooper unit that is issued an order using this card gain suppressive. So, like that stormtrooper squad that you just moved up, their 2 heavies could shoot 2 different units, and the squad could shoot a 3rd unit, and you just handed out 6 suppression. And then if after this one you play that one where they can only remove 1, and you've got 2 units of those stormtroopers, so you do that twice. So now you've got 4 suppression,
Now you're-
and
now
they're
you're-
only rolling off 1, that means
You're panicking somebody.
if you're not panicking because your commander's right there, you're only getting 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, very thematic. Very.
Yeah.
This seems continuing assault. We're assaulting Echo Base.
Yeah, it's a cool,
perfect, spot
cool
on.
battle force. Yep.
The bikes just seem a little off to me having the bikes there, but it's
That's
fine.
not the worst.
No,
Not the worst.
not at all. Then we have the droid invasion. I have not made any droid invasion lists.
You know, I've got no offense to all you droid players. Well, maybe to a couple at the store, but
Lenny.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely. Definitely Lenny. We gotta have Lenny sit in one of these days so they can all meet fucking Lenny.
Yeah, they can meet. Well, if he ever show up.
Well, yeah, he would have to show up. He'll text me at like 10:30 tonight and say, "You guys still there?" Yeah, no, we're not still here. It's 10:30.
Right.
Goofball.
All right.
Oh, never mind. I'm going to bed anyway. So, no offense to droid players, but I've got a blind spot to making droid lists. In fact, all my droid stuff, I have bought everything. I basically gave it to my nephew, who I think he's got a blind spot for him too. He's playing 40K with orcs right now. I think he's
That's a whole other issue.
he's wog. Yeah, that whole orc thing.
Well, it's kind of like with the B1s. You just run forward and they're
Yeah,
massive.
sort
Not
of,
really. No,
right.
see, we don't know how to play droids.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah, I have a hard time beating him sometimes too.
Right. I will say it's odd. They get almost their entire current list of units available.
I think another thing is we were probably the least impressed with the droid invasion battle force, which might have something to do with it.
Because we were, again, probably we preconceived notion that it was going to be more of a Naboo themed. Yeah. So it was going to be tons of B1s, AATs, droidicas, and Staps. Yeah. That's it.
But
and it's not.
It's not, and that's partly our fault, I think.
Yeah. We just said. I mean, because
maybe it's what we were kind of hoping for.
Right.
That way, but. Yeah. So.
I mean, it's fine. You get all the commanders available to you. You can use except for the super tactical droid. So you can take Grievous, Dooku, or the B1. You can take Maul, the Apprentice, or whatever his title is, Impatient Apprentice.
Yeah.
You can only take B1s. You have to take 4 of them instead of the normal 3, and you can take up to 8. So for everybody that bought all those core sets and thought you were done making B1s,
start building more, buddy.
You get 2 more units. Yeah. No B2s, so that's one of the only units not able to be taken in this one. No Super Commandos, which a lot of people weren't using them anyways. But you can still take Magna Guard, so that's great. But only 2. 0 to 2 Magna Guards. You can't take 3. You can take the Droidicas and Staff Riders. Some people may say, why would you take Droidicas? But I mean, whatever. It may be theme.
Yeah.
And then you have to take 1 AAT, but you can take up to 2. And again, you can't take any field commanders, and you cannot take the unique pilots. The only unique card is Grievous's blaster that you can take. So you can just throw a whole bunch of bodies. People have worked it out, like double lat now is better with this.
Double AAT.
Or double AAT, not double lat. Double AAT. Not double lat.
Everybody knew what you meant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But
speaking of which, if you have a great lat list,
let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it did well.
Drop it in comments.
Okay. If you have a great Republic
lat list, not Empire.
We know the Empire one that's got Vader gets dropped in and Palpatine can get dropped in.
That's good.
Yeah.
But if you've got a great Republic lat list, put it in the comments.
Right.
I want to
Let
see
us
it. Yeah. I want to try it.
Right.
Yeah.
I doubt we'll film it, but we'll try it. We might film it.
Yeah. What are you doing? Pulling more crap off the board.
Hey, your lat did kill my Obi-Wan.
It did.
Then we're going to fire the high energy cells at Obi.
Okay.
Critical 1, high velocity, so you can use any dice. That's fine. 2 crits. Ooh, not fine. Should be a dead Obi. Yep. Okay. Because I cannot spend a surge token. Ooh. High velocity. This attack. Cool. Enemy units cannot spend dodge tokens. Yep. So he's dead.
Your lat did kill my Obi-Wan.
It did. I did
Storm Tide,
kind of
so-
one shot here.
No, you killed the last. He had the one wound. I had like the 3 dodges.
That's a one
You're
shot
like-
from a lat.
You're like, I'm just going to shoot my high energy shells.
yeah.
I'm just going to shoot the high energy cells so you can't use your dodges. And I'm just like, well, shit. Oh, one got through. I'm dead. Oh, look, a blank. Because I couldn't even spend the dodge to get
Killing
the series.
Obi-Wan with one shot is still one shot.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah.
All right, so the droids got 3 cards as well. The Empire were the only faction that got a new unit, so everybody else just are using current units. It is called AI Coordination. It does have a pretty cool picture of droidicas and an AAT on it. I mean, I'll give it that. It's 1 heavy or support unit. Each friendly unit that is issued an order from this card gains 1 standby token. See, they know how to word it. They know how to word it. From this card.
Yeah.
Even if that's all they would change on that Echo base one, you're only going to get 3 standbys in 3 aims, maybe 6
No,
if you get.
I think they meant to hand them all out.
Yeah, no, they did. Because they know how to not have that happen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not bad. Getting a double shot on your AAT isn't probably horrible at all.
Yeah.
Your droidicas or your stab riders, I mean, if it's still full squad, they can do some damage. So, not bad at all. Then we have the Unrelenting Assault. 2 core units, so you are limited on this one. After a friendly core unit performs a ranged attack, if it spent 1 or more aim tokens, another friendly unit at range 1 or 2 may gain 1 aim token. This one does not have the face-up requirement, so as long as all 8 of your B1s take aims before they shoot, you'll be able to give that aim to another friendly unit. Doesn't have to be a core unit, so it's not like coordinated fire or anything like that. You could give it to your lat, you could give it to Grievous, you could give it to whoever. So that's decent. I mean, that's not bad at all. And then we have Unstoppable Advance. 3 core units. Each friendly trooper unit that's issued an order using this card may perform a speed 1 move. So 3 of your core units will get to make a speed free move forward. It's great for getting objectives. It's getting to where you need to go.
I think there's other 3 pips though that'll be in there. Other than that, I'm not sure that that's gonna make the cut.
I could see if you have a relay, and so the order from this you relay to your Magna Guard to give them a free move.
Maybe.
From your chain.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm just not. I'm not feeling.
Because I believe with a relay that's still considered from the card, as long as you gave it to that unit, but then that unit would be able to get an order because you can't chain it to them.
Yeah. But yeah.
But no. There's again, unless you're running just the T1 tactical droid, you're not running a commander, you're not running Maul. Maybe then the slots in because it's
possibly.
It's 3 core, but again, you probably also would want to give an order to the AAT, or something. I don't know. Again, I don't play droids.
I don't either. I mean, I play clones, and
I've played against them.
I still get my ARC troopers killed whenever I use them. With 4 dice. Yeah. I'm not kidding you. So the last game I played, really, I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I jumped up onto a high position, which gives me cover, right?
Heavy cover.
Heavy cover. I gave him the cash for dodge. I've got a dodge, heavy cover, aim, I shoot, I do a bunch of damage, I get shot back at. They get 4 hits through on my arcs. I actually used like 2 crits and 2 hits, right? So 4 red dice. I even have a surge because Anakin's sitting right there that I can take. Blank. Dead. 100 points. 4 dice. Gone.
Daren is so traumatized, he doesn't realize that last week he told the same story.
Did I tell the same story?
Yeah, you did. We've recorded now. This is like, what, 3rd week in a row now?
I think so.
Crazy.
I want them to be good.
I do too.
I want them to be good.
Since we're never probably going to get Republic Commandos.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get the Bad Batch, I'm sure.
Story? Oh my
God.
I am
I
still
don't
because it
remember
was-
him telling that story.
I might have told it to you before we recorded.
I could have swore. I don't know. Okay, well.
It was so bad I played Marvel Crisis Protocol yesterday.
Yeah.
Instead of playing
Still from AMG.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's still AMG. Yeah.
still miniatures.
I still lost. It was close.
Still an
though.
amazingly painted.
It is. Oh yeah, but I didn't paint it.
You didn't.
I
That's
didn't
right.
paint it. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but if you get to get 2 Captain Americas on the board,
I guess we'll get 3 soon. I don't know. So is it's in like the World War II version of him.
Oh yeah.
I think I saw something about. I don't keep up with MCP. I don't need another.
You know, I don't either. I wasn't even going to get into the game, but I made a deal. And
Right. Yeah.
It came through, and I was like, "Ah, man, I gotta buy this game." So
I have. I have too many games now as it is.
I do too.
So it's yeah. Too many jobs.
Sorry, I went off on a tangent.
Yeah. Squirrel.
Yeah, that's probably why you guys watch, is for us to ramble, right?
But no. So Battle Forces. Okay. I feel like they could have zeroed in better for what they want the Battle Forces to be. Hoth, I think, is perfect. Blizzard Force. Oh, you're
Really,
probably still
really
hitting. You're probably still hitting the edge of the bullseye. So we'll give you the bullseye.
Yeah, no, I think that's really good.
And then they kind of just shotgun spread with
the droid invasion.
the droid invasion.
I don't know
We're
where
gonna
they
hit
were.
everything.
I don't know where they were going with it. If they, if they could come out and go, "This is what we were doing,"
Right.
okay.
Because they said, okay, Hoth is Hoth. Blizzard is Hoth. Supposedly, the Republic is Umbara. But then Obi-Wan or Anakin shouldn't be there because Anakin gets pulled away.
Yeah, they got to put somebody.
Right. Yeah. But like the droid invasion, like I was thinking maybe they would go Dathomir, but okay, then you wouldn't have Dooku because Dooku was getting witch whammied by the witch magic. Maul definitely wouldn't be there. And Super Commandos were very prominent in that episode of Clone Wars. And they're not even in the list to be able to be taken, and I don't think you see Magna Guard, but yet they're so I don't know if this is just supposed to be a droid invasion of set planet of whatever you want, but I don't know. It just seems like a bit generic.
The forces were not intended to be thematic. They just
No, they've
ended
said
up
these
being-
are thematic, not competitive.
Oh, okay.
That they were designed with theme
Okay.
when they made them.
Okay.
Which is why we're going to get Ewoks, and that will be a battle force, and it'll be just Endor rebels.
And that's something that
Gungans.
I really Gungans.
Gungans.
That's something I really like about it, is they can do something like this, and it kind of helps you. Just like I hadn't put arcs on the table in quite some time, and now
Since the first clone nerf, I
yeah,
think?
maybe, but now I'm throwing them back out there just because it's
We're going to make them work.
yeah, and it's
are
it's
stubborn.
thematic, and I like it, and it's kind of cool. So we're doing that. The
you can
themes-
take it's up to two operatives as well for the GAR. You can take, I'm sorry, 2 commanders are operatives, but you have to take at least 1 commander, but there's no operatives available currently for them. People are thinking they're just future-proofing for Ahsoka. That she'll be able to slot in as an operative.
Okay, that would be badass.
Right, yeah, you know what, we'll put both those 2 in the lat at the same time, and then maybe the lat will work.
You can't do that.
What happens if she gets a counterpart? They could just like release her as an upgrade card, like C-3PO is to R2. Give me a 2-man freaking Anakin Ahsoka squad.
Yeah, even if you lose games, it would be fun to just
Oh,
throw them out there.
hell
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so when you guys do Ahsoka, because I know you guys are watching AMG.
yeah, because
us,
who doesn't?
of course.
Except
Right.
for, I mean, our number one fan does.
Right.
I think
You
my mom's one of the people that clicks on it and goes, "Oh yeah, they're talking about that crap again," and then she leaves.
You need to give me like about 4 unit cards in that Ahsoka upgrade. I need one for Rebels where she's Fulcrum. I need to give me Padawan operative for Republic. Give me Siege of Mandalore Ahsoka commander for Republic, and then give me the counterpart upgrade card that I can take her with Anakin, and they're their own unit, and Anakin gets an extra 2 wounds or whatever and some other cool ability.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we need Gungans.
And we need Gungans.
Mm-hmm.
And we need Night Sisters. I mean,
Night
that
Sisters.
would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of thought maybe that's what they were going to go with the droid invasion, because then you could do Night Sisters as a mercenary battle force because they didn't fight on any other side.
Right.
And then since you did Umbara, you could do those, whatever those aliens were, the Umbarian aliens that the clones fought as a battle force, release all new units for it. You'd have to, you've got Endor, so, I mean...
I think we've already got it planned out for AMG already.
Right.
They just need to start making minis, and we'll just give them a holler.
Here
you go.
Yep.
Make this stuff.
Now, get me all
We're still not going to be happy, but you can make it
give me
work.
all the bounty hunters, and give me the House of Boba Fett, and let me just take all of them. Give me Black Chrysanthemum, give me Fennec, give me Boba Fett on a Rancor. Spoilers, if you haven't seen that, that's your own fault. I mean, yeah.
And I don't think we're getting Han on
On a Tauntaun? He's on the command card.
I know. I don't
We'll
think
see.
we're getting Han and a Tauntaun.
Man, if only they would have redone the models for Leia.
That would have been cool.
That would be a no-brainer buy.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah.
So,
I think we pretty much beat this son of a bitch.
yeah, we beat. So we were kind of close last week.
Yes, we were. We were very close last week.
We were right that they dropped the day they dropped.
Yeah, we were right about that.
Yeah,
we were right about that. Yeah. Any questions? Any comments? Leave them.
Yeah.
We try and answer. If you got like list stuff like that, we'll try and go. Yeah, it's probably better than ours. Nice job. Yeah.
Oh, that's an illegal list. They changed everything. You can't do that now.
Yeah, whatever. That's all right. So yeah, so look forward to seeing you guys again. Thanks for watching, especially if you've come this far. And if you have come this far, this is for you. And then we'll talk to you later.
Get out there and roll some dice.